MJ, you're first. Congratulations. Forgot to hit my add button. Add. Hi, Ryuya. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was going to start early today, but the things kind of got away from me. So here we are at slightly late instead. How's it going? Ryu, you're not first. Congratulations. All right, I'm posting out links to the world. — 10 seconds. Uh, well, it's a good thing I'm not planning anything complicated today. Okay. Okay. Hello. Welcome. Hi. Thanks, you, MJ. My birthday was, in fact, on Saturday, but we didn't stream on Saturday. So, here we are today. Um, I, I had, I had initially planned to start early, so I could do sort of a longer thing. Um, but you know how no plan survives first contact with the enemy. The enemy being myself today. That was great. Wasted most of the morning figuring, no rush. I can do a quick tidy up, and then boy, things that I couldn't put off just kind of started happening, and they took longer. Uncle Stinky, hi, welcome in. Uh, it is also, in addition to a birthday celebration, the streamiversary, not of my getting affiliate, but of my starting in the first place. Because I did a stream for my birthday. That's when I kicked this whole thing off. After a few like test runs, that was like the first real thing. And I have lost track of how many years. Empanada. Okay, gotta keep on these shouts. Hi, Empanada. Welcome in. So I have a vagary of a plan. Vagary of a plan. Everyone go follow Empanada. Empanada, you should do a cooking stream. Just saying. Um, I'm just saying. So yeah, I have a vagary of a plan. I have some things I want to use up, and something out of the freezer because we're still trying to chip through the freezer, and that's it. Well, roll up your sleeves and follow along. So, let's slide over here. Let's slide over here. Get out this. Get out this. So we have ground pork. And we have colossal prawns. These are 2 to 3s if you know your shrimp numbers. They're heckin' big. They're also a little bit freezer burned and have been in there a long time because you can see they have developed a great deal of ice. So I'm going to attempt to use some of them because they're clearly going to waste as they are. What else we got that we're going to use today? Ginger. Oh my God. Empanada. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome in. I'm just going to keep throwing stuff at the middle here. I don't have a subscriber alert, but I do make happy noises out of my mouth, like I just did. How about some limes and an onion? Or even a shallot? I'll get out both, just in case. Peppers. We still have some peppers lingering around. And they're getting a little wrinkly, because now they've been sitting here, but they're still pretty good. So, some light wrinkling has formed on this one, but still a viable thing. What else we got? We're going to throw in some of this Laogai Ma. We're going to throw in some of this, should really shrimp it up with some shrimp paste, or should we, I've got spicy bean. I've got hoisin. I'm thinking of, okay, so what's in my head is literally a picture from Pinterest, which appears to be large shrimp cooked in a spiced pork stew of some kind. Which is certainly a thing. What else we got? We got rice, we got noodles, we got lots of different kinds of noodles now. Well, always, but also now. What was this? What else we got? There's cabbage, there's scallions, there's, I guess I'm going to use all of this baby bok choy. We're going to trim the yellow bits off and use it up because it clearly needs to be used. Ooh, how about some peas? Why a stew instead of a curry? Well, a curry is a stew. But also, what this picture... Here, let me find it. Can I do a... Give me a capture. I gotta create a whole new freaking thing. Add display capture. From that right there. That's the picture I'm basing my entire plan on, right here, this picture. You can't see it. Now you can. That one. This picture. Oh, I never do. I never do captures. Anyways, that's. I don't know what it is. It's a Pinterest. I'm not. It's Pinterest.ca. I'm not clicking on it. I don't have a Pinterest account. It came up on an internet search. Um, you know. So that's all I've got as a concept. I don't know what it is. I don't know how they made it. Um, so we're gonna be just doing stuff. Um, which is why my title says Chinese-ish, because I don't actually know what the heck that was. We have black garlic, we have ghee, we have that kind of ginger, a lot of spices, and then noodle, and then we could do it with noodle or rice. Noodle or rice. I have some concentrate. You're back. I have some tomato concentrate, some pork concentrate. Do I have? I have dashi. We also have mushrooms. Anyways, start prepping stuff. Eh. Don't think I cleaned this fully last time. There's some little schmutzes on it. Anyways, how was everyone's weekend? Boy, a lot of sure things did happen this weekend. Most of them bad. That was sure a weekend. mm. Too much No Man's Sky. You were playing a lot of No Man's Sky. I was in your stream watching you play No Man's Sky for at least part of it. Wow, the skin is really not playing nice on this onion. It is very fighting with me. Here we go. Why was that such a fight? I don't know. Oh, come on. It's not that. The old compost is getting pretty full. See, I'm just sort of gonna start cutting things and start prepping our ingredients. We'll find out what happens as we go. think I kind of want to overcook the pork, or like not overcook it, but like really cook it to make it more of a sauce, and then the shrimps get cooked in the sauce, the pork sauce. But I don't really want to completely destroy all these vegetables by cooking them quite as long. So I guess I should start the pork first. And then as it progresses, we can add things to it. As always, if you have any questions about anything I'm doing, do not hesitate to ask. Half the time it calls me out on something I shouldn't be doing, which is beneficial to all of us. Kikali? I never figured out how to pronounce your name. Hello, welcome in. For those of you here in chat, this is who we raided last time. And I missed what you were making because we were a little late to your party, and you were just finishing up eating it. Kick. Gotcha. Well, welcome, welcome. I am riffing today. I have I saw this picture and I'm using it as inspiration, and that is the extent of our life. I don't know what's in it. There's no recipe attached to it. I don't have a Pinterest account, so I can't even double check because I don't like Pinterest. And I'm just starting us off by prepping vegetables. This is also my birthday stream because I did not stream on my birthday, which was Saturday. Ooh, do I have any? I don't think I have any celery. I think my celery went off and I threw it away. So we can't do a trinity here. But how's it going? Welcome in. I saw you on yesterday in the food category, but when I clicked in, you were knitting and chatting. And then I just kind of lurked on you. Oop. Darn. Dropped a piece. Well, thank you. Okay. Peppers, onions. We're going to zest and juice a lime. We need to pulverize some ginger and some garlic. And think about other spices. Got the Laogan Ma. We can potentially forego salt in this mix and use shrimp pastes instead. I do have 3 options for shrimp paste. They're very salty, but they would give us a richness of flavor. Bookwoman, hello, thank you. Welcome, welcome. Let's peel up these garlics. Mish. Hello, welcome. Welcome back. For some reason, my thing has called you out specifically as a returning chatter. So thank you for returning to chatter. Just on your way to bed. Well, glad you stopped in to say hi. Glad we can be your bedtime company. I didn't want that to sound creepy, and then I thought about how to say it differently, and then I said it the same way anyways. Well, I didn't come up with anything else, so I just said it the way I was going to say it, which was not. Anyways, yes, welcome. Hello. Glad you could be here. As usual, we're starting with just some prepping of general vegetables while I think. Put that garlic away. We're going to do that ginger. It's a little bit shriveled up, but we should still be able to get some good ginger out of it. Let's scrape up these flakes of ginger skin. Oh, and let's, before we run over there, instead of making 2 trips, let's take the little nubs off the bottoms of all of our cloves of garlic. I just called those ginger skins. Those are garlic skins. We're not skinning the ginger. We never skin our, well, we very rarely skin our ginger around here because it is a waste of time, in my opinion. Unless you are making something that is pure white, where those little brown flecks will come through obviously. It is a waste of time to skin your ginger. Also, unless your ginger is very dirty. That's much like a lot of root vegetables and a lot of vegetables and plant foods in general. We do some processes to them now that we have been doing since they were very dirty, hand-picked produce. And many of them are not so dirty anymore. But this ginger's looking a little bit shriveled up. So, if I cut that, look on, no, the inside's still fine. We're going to lose that bit, we're going to save that bit, we're going to use that bit. Okay. Save that bit. Garlic, ginger, onion, pepper, limes, pork, shrimp, vegetable-y things. Stove. Pan. Or do I want to stir fry? Hi, Caggers. Or faceplant. I think I always call you faceplant. I lose track. All you people look the same. Little line of words on a screen. If we're making a stew, do I want to go with a more of a wok? We could do the. Could we walk the wok? Hold on, where's my wok? The wok lives over here because I. Oh, we'll use this one. We'll use this one. We don't use them very often. This will be the perfect. I always forget about the ones that I've got in the other room. It's not quite a wok, it's a frying pan, but it has the high sloped sides. It has the high sloped sides. You can do the toss with it, but it lays nice and flat on my electric burner there. Happy birthday was not today. It was in fact on Saturday. Don't have any bacon, which is good because I didn't really want to use bacon for every meal this week. We're going to go with neutral oil. I guess we're going to get the heat on so we can start putting things in there. I should toast some spices. The square pan. I should probably toast some spices. We're doing ginger, nutmeg, clove, anise, and cinnamon. We can do some spice. We can do some fun spices. That's an option. Can't do them there because I've already put oil in it. And you don't toast spices in oil, but you do hot peppers in the oil. Let's grab one of them. They've been a whole project as well. Stem off. Crush him right into the pan. It's just some. It's a Thai chili. One Thai chili. Dried, crushed into the pan. We will get it toasting with the oil a little bit right at the start before I throw the pork in. And I guess we will have it by itself to start. Let's see, cinnamon, ground allspice. Where's my whole allspice? I've got whole aniseed, whole allspice, whole nutmeg, ginger, and clove. Clove seems wrong. Clove is wrong. We're going to do some Szechuan pepper. Crawdalt. I almost called you Crawdle. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Oops. I got to get rid of scene 2. I didn't even name it. I created a capture for that, just briefly showing you guys the the other screen, and now it's in the between where I want to be, and my normal switching. Okay, those guys are warming up. Back over here, I've got some anise. These are slightly less overwhelming spices. Some anise seed, some allspice berries, and then the nutmeg, which we don't grind in here. And some black pepper would be good. I do want them to be slightly coarser than normal. So we're not going for a powder, we're going for this sort of rough grind, because it will help them not to burn quite so fast over here in our pan. Oops. You didn't see that. I gotta get rid of that capture, or at least I gotta move it. You didn't see anything. Anyways, I'm frying up our spices a little bit in the starting oil. But I want to be careful not to burn them. Exactly. Precisely. You got it. You got it. That, and then we add the pork to that. The pork stops the heat from massively overheating. We need to grate the ginger. That can go in early. Or we could mince the ginger. In fact, let's get the pork in there. This is half of a pork. I used the other half elsewhere and saved it. Wash my hands because I did in fact just touch the pork, but this is the last one and only time I'm touching raw meat. But the rendering pork should give us more fat in the pan and some moisture. And we need a one of these. Okay, let this stuff get started. Chuck in. Now the question is, which shrimp paste do I want to use? Chinese style shrimp paste in soybean oil, or Indonesian style shrimp paste in whatever the heck this is. And I think I'm going for the Indonesian one. Again, I think we're at the point where I'm going to not add salt to this, if I can help it. So what I'm adding is this stuff, which is, bagoong, I think is how you pronounce it. Isosceles. We're not doing wontons. No, we are not doing wontons. We're doing something. Something. And you don't need a ton of this stuff. It's, frankly, this jar is massive. A little bit of this stuff goes a long, long way. But hi, Isosceles, welcome. Congratulations, Isosceles, you are not first. Congratulations. Again. Ooh, it immediately smells like fermented shrimp. Although wontons aren't a terrible idea. Of course, I need to remember when cooking in this pan, because it is so very wide, don't be tempted to fill the pan. Or you'll end up with such a huge quantity of food that it will, you'll never eat it. Ooh, I definitely touched my nose with my hand that touched the pepper at some point because, boy, my nose is very, very spicy all of a sudden. Even after washing my hand. Okay. That's broken up enough to graduate back to the spatula. Oh. Sure, our spices are scraped down. We were going to mince the ginger. Oh, fun. What did I say? Oh, spicy nose. Yep. That, we do that. I do that too often, for sure. You guys are still looking at the pan, right? Yeah. Over here. I'm not pulverizing the ginger, but we are sort of matchsticking it. Except then I'm going to go at it the other way to sort of give us a mince. But I'm not too fussed about it being perfect here. When cutting something very small, it's better to use a big knife than a small knife. So I should not be doing this with the little paring knife. That is just wrong. You have way more control with the big knife, and you're less likely to slip and cut your hand. Okay, that's a lot of ginger. I guess we're making this very flavorful because that's a lot of ginger. Get that ginger in there. While I am thinking of it, let's pulverize our garlics with our garlic pulverizer and a little dish. As always, prep your garlic at least a minute before you put it on the heat. It will enhance the garlicky flavors. And we have in the past gone into great detail about the chemical reasons why enzymes and such that control the intensity of garlic. I can go into that again if anybody's interested. Damn it. You covet this garlic press? I found this garlic press at a thrift store. And it is one of the nicer garlic presses I've been able to find overall. It's way better than the ones I found at just full price at other stores. It's very good at crushing garlic, and it is all steel, so I'm unlikely to damage it ever. And then I'm using the non-blade side of the knife to break the garlic loose there. Don't use the blade, you'll damage the blade. It's an IKEA one? Really? Interesting. It doesn't have any branding on it, so I've never known. We have to slide over here because I smell something. Okay, we are going to arrest the pace of cooking the pork. They've got little crispy edges, but we don't want them to go too far. We're going to arrest that by throwing in all of the peppers and onions, which will rapidly take up the heat in the pan. And also, they will start to express moisture, which will further inhibit overcooking of other things. We do want to cook them out a lot of the way. I would add a pinch of salt to this, but I fear that would make us too salty. Salt would help the peppers do the thing I just said, where they express moisture. Jane Henry, hello. Welcome. Sorry, it was a very aggressive hello. Welcome. Welcome to the vibes. Glad to see you. Oh, Haggers, you just got that garlic press. Yeah, I found that one at a thrift store. My old one. Here, we have a moment. Why is it so dark on the... Why is it so dim over here? Shouldn't be so dim over there. You guys couldn't see anything. My old one, which I still have in here, I just don't use it, was this one, which is branded Cuisinart. And the problem here is that this thing, the actual plate, isn't enclosed on all sides, so garlic would always squeeze out the sides. And also, it's not removable, so you have to wash the whole thing. the one we just used, I put it in a cup of water. The thing here, the crushing bit, is a full cup and it is entirely removable for easy cleaning. It's just delightful compared to Cuisinart there. Sorry, Cuisinart, but you got schooled on that one. I got out this because I was going to grate our nutmeg into our pan. Cleaning out the holes is always the hardest part. Being able to remove that whole thing so you aren't fighting with getting at the holes while it's attached to the whole thing makes it a lot easier. And you can also like just dunk that thing in a glass of water to soften up the stuck on garlic. That is something I will say. Whenever you crush garlic, whatever tool you've used, make sure that it does not dry out. If it dries out before you are able to wash it, the stuff is going to harden in a really, really terrible way. Jay, oh my God. 11 months. 11 months. You know what that's almost? You know what that's almost? That's almost a year. Thank you so much, Jay. Almost a year. Thank you so much, Jay. Oh my God. Oh my God, thank you. I still don't have alerts. We still don't have any like audio alerts. I do everything manually. I'm super manual. Empanada. You know Jay. Jay, you know empanada. No, I knew that already. We're going to throw stuff in this pan. I'm going to keep throwing stuff in this pan. You know how you do with a pan. Let's take a scoop of lao gama. Throw that in that pan. Getting down on that lao gan ma. I use so much of it. It goes in everything. I feel like I want a little bit of water. Oh, actually, no. What I want right now is a little bit of this stuff. Rice cooking wine. Don't need much. In fact, recommend not using very much. It is a salted wine. I'm also giving us a good shot of rice vinegar. That should loosen up that schleim that was forming on the bottom. And add a bit of sourness and a bit of salt to our mix. And then the alcohol will cook away before I add any other liquids. And we can still, with the rice, the wine is salt. It's I tasted it to see how salty it was, and it is extremely salty. It is to be used sparingly. Probably in place of salt. It's quite the thing. I'm also going to give us couple glugs of fish sauce, and a dash of mirin because I want a little bit of that sweetness in here. We could throw in some MSG later. One of the advantages of MSG is you can add it super, super late. Because it does not need to cook, it just needs to dissolve to get incorporated into your food. And when I say, yeah, MSG's right there. You can add it anytime. MSG's, I love MSG. We also have some black vinegar. We can, if I need any more sourness, I'm going to add a little bit of black vinegar. We have the limes as well. So we probably won't. I'm going to take our heat up a little bit. And I'm planning on serving this with noodles, which is why we have not started any rice. What time are we looking at? Oh, we're not quite an hour. Let's see. Scallions. I guess we're not doing the shallot because I did the red onion. Already put in the Szechuan pepper, so we don't need any more Szechuan pepper. I've got all of the spices except the cinnamon in it, and I think we're using ground cinnamon. Just because I hate grinding cinnamon. Just because the process of grinding my own cinnamon does not seem to contribute much value. And we don't need much. So, we have, all in all, included the Chinese 5-spice mix in here. There's ginger, cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg, and Szechuan peppercorn. I skipped clove and went with Szechuan peppercorn. We could add just a little bit of coriander to juice it. I'm just kind of having fun adding stuff. We could add clove. I don't think I want to add clove. Don't think I want any cumin, fennel. Oh, anise, that was in there too. Do I want any fennel? I don't think I want any fennel. Cumin. Ooh. Cumin? What do you think? What do you think? Cumin? Also, thanks for the birthday wishes, Jay. Again, going for kind of a coarse grind. You can't see it really well because I'm on the wrong scene. But there we go. That stuff, MSG. So MSG. It's looking good. MSG gives us all another savory kick. And I think we probably don't need that here. Between the pork and the fish sauce and the shrimp paste, it might be too savory. We might need to dial it back with a little bit of sweetness, actually. I would like it to have a more intensely red color. We are also going to need a lid. I and some either water or stock. We could go with a tomato stock so that it gets more redness. That is yet another source of savoriness and salt. So if I do that, I have to be cautious. I have Knorr brand tomato bouillon. 1 teaspoon into 1 cup of water. I don't think I want to go too much over that. I think it's going to give us a little bit of a booster. Oh, and it says 1 cup of boiling water, and I'm cheating by putting it directly in here. And then I'm going to add water to that. And we're going to start cooking down on this thing itself. My scooper. Also, once I get the water in here and everything's stirred around, I'll be able to taste for our mix, for our spicy mix. Using spoon. You're curious as to where this is going. Why? Meaty, savory, could use a little bit more sweetness. It's got a good spice level. We haven't added the surf yet. This is just the turf. Good spice level. Could use a little bit more of the Szechuan peppercorn, I think. And if I add that, then I do actually want a little bit more of the spice. And I also think maybe another scoop of Lao Gan Ma would not do us wrong here. Would not offend the senses. Lao Gan Ma. Szechuan peppercorn. Stir it in. See, I got out the baby bok choy. I also need another container to boil noodles in. Okay. now this front burner. See how we're doing, see how we're doing. I said it needed a little bit of sweetness to balance us out. So we will give it that, not too much. I want some lime zest. So what's everyone else having for tonight? Dinner tonight. Tonight dinner. Or breakfast, or lunch, or midnight snack. Afternoon tea. I don't know what time zones you guys are in. And there's no way for me to find out. Okay. We've already boiled away some of our water. I'm going to add a half a cup of water. 1:08. Nice ambiguous time. Could mean anything. Okay. The bok choy, you're using all the bits that are salvageable. Some of it is already gone yellow on me, so we're just getting rid of those bits. Broccoli walnut pesto pasta. Nice. Ooh. Jane Henry is having Ditko Tao. Pork belly and egg for Lunar New Year. Oh, I suppose it is right around Lunar New Year right now, isn't it? Well, I'll have to look that one up. Because I'm not familiar. There was a critter who did not make it in the fridge. Perhaps contributed to the ones that went yellow. Trip. Hello. Welcome. Thank you. You guys couldn't even see me cutting stuff. Bok choy goes in. Gets mixed into the mix. Will be cooked away by the time I'm done. I'm not concerned about getting it cooked any more than that. But the part that has been awaited for. You love the cutting board. Thank you. I found it at a thrift store. I found so many things at a thrift store. We are very thrifty around here. These giant freaking shrimps which are slightly freezer burned, but since they were shell on, are not severely freezer burned. Let's see, how many have I got? There's 3 in there. There's 1, 2, 4 in the bag still. Four in the bag still. We will do 4 of them. And that's where I need the lid. And that's the surf of our turf. We'll have 3 for the last time. I got these giant shrimps in a discount purchase for, frankly, an absurd price. Colossal shrimps are very unlike smaller shrimps. I'm going to scrape the shrimp ice in there. Not because I think it's lost flavor, but because I think we need a little bit more moisture. And they're going to steam through, and that is the plan with them. Megs, hi, welcome. Meanwhile, while that is steaming through, and they're frozen, so they're going to take a hot minute. But while that is steaming through, we are preparing our noodle. You say, I cannot help but hear Orson Welles. The French. From that one famously terrible commercial. Oh. But hi, Trip, welcome in. Hi, Megs, welcome in. Everybody get in here. Get on here. Actually, this is a great time. Let's see if this works. Last time we did this, it super duper didn't work. It still doesn't work. Why does this not work for me? I used to be able to invite people to my Discord by dropping the link. Now it just copies hidden use copy button, even when I use the copy button. Oh my God. I should give one of you admin access or something to do it for me. Ryu's got it. Ryu's got it. As always, Ryu's on top of things. I should probably just mod Ryu at this point. I can see it. I can see it. So I assume that means everyone can see it. Tis in fact, should in fact be a link to my Discord, where this is the best place to get pictures. You can get pictures in other people's Discords. I'm sure lots of you have seen them. I post them in many, many Discords. I also post pictures on my Blue Sky. I've abandoned all the other social medias for reasons. We have jets of steam, coming out of the vents on the sides of our big pan here, which is an excellent sign that it is very steamy in there. Gonna go out on a limb. The meatloaf sandwich, I thought about taking a picture after I'd already taken a bite. Was very good. That meatloaf made excellent meatloaf sandwiches. That meatloaf made excellent meatloaf sandwiches. I also put some of that meatloaf in the air fryer to see what it would do, and it developed a wonderful crisp on the outside. I think the extra sweetness from the bananas helped it caramelize, because it was way better than just like your typical fried leftovers meatloaf. 'Twas very good. 'Twas very good. I'll probably do that on purpose next time instead of just because I happen to have bananas, because it worked great, and it was more interesting than a typical meatloaf. Let's take a peek at our surf. Ooh, look at them go! They're all bright pink. I am going to flip them all the other way. But look at that color. It has worked. It has done the thing. We're going to flip them just to make sure that both sides get, because they're very thick and they were frozen. So I want to make sure that both sides get exposed to the heat, and also because it'll help if I nestle them in, it'll help them take on some flavors. But they're looking great. We're going to pop the lid back on and let them keep going. We're also going to take the heat off the noodles because those are definitely going to overcook if I don't. Okay, with the shrimp just about done. Those big shrimps cook a lot slower, which makes them harder to overcook, but they are still shrimps, so you still want to avoid overcooking them. We will see if that works. The overcooked shrimp is just like chewy and unpleasant. We're gonna need some scallions for this. I guess I'm going to use that one and this one because they've already developed little weird spots. We're saving those bits for replanting. I don't like the look of that leaf, and I don't like the look of the upper part of that leaf, so we're getting rid of those. And we are not being dumb, and we're selecting a bigger knife. Because a bigger knife lets you cut it faster and safer. And there you go. That's how you cut faster and safer than I was doing with the ginger, which was the stupid little fussy thing. Glacier, hi, welcome. Welcome in. Hello. Hello. How are you? How's it going? Let's go back over and take a good look at our main event. I mean, I think they look good. I think they look good. I think we can take the heat down. What a name! What a name! Penyor, Lord for Sweet Pie. Subscribe with Prime. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Welcome to the nonsense. I don't have a name for my group. The Moons. You're a moon now. I don't have an alert for that. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it going? What's up? Those guys look pretty good to me. The noodles are done. I guess that means we're at the plating stage. I want to get these two. Oh, where'd my other one go? Oh, where did I set you? Where did I put you? Are you in the front window already? Did I take you out there without remembering that I took you out there? I don't remember. And we're gonna go on a hunt to find the little glass of water that has the other onion bottoms in it. It's not as red as it's not as I suspect that there's something in it that's really making it red. Something. Don't know what it is. Because I added quite a lot of peppers to this. At least the shrimp has that beautiful color. Let's see, what plate am I? Actually, I know what plate I want for this. Paprika might have been an element of it. There's hot pepper and laogan and bell pepper in this, and also some tomato powder or some tomato stock base, which didn't give us as much of a boost in the red as I was hoping. We could have gone for some paprika, especially some smoked paprika. Probably would have jumped our color quite a bit. It is no longer soupy, which is exactly where I wanted it to be when we were done. I wanted that extra liquid to cook away. I don't know that tomato paste or sauce would have given it. That stuff tends to lose its color when you cook it like this. But maybe. I feel like some smoked paprika would help it retain that bright red color. It's a little bit late now. I don't want to just add something at this stage. Drain my noodles. Why am I using that to drain my noodles? I literally have a wooden spoon right here that I was using on the noodles. Okay. Noodles drained. We're gonna stage. Yeah, I mean, it smells great too, so I'm not worried about it. And I wasn't like really trying to go full force to recreate that picture. That picture was just the inspiration. Getting the shrimps out. We're putting most of the scallions in. Not all the scallions, most of the scallions in. Because I would like them to be stirred through. And there's also some juice at the bottom. So actually heat back on. Heat back on because we're gonna force thicken that remaining juice into a saucy sauce. With the old cornstarch method. Max, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? 200 bits. What do you want me to do for 200 bits? What noise can I make at you that would make you happy for 200 bits? This is also my last chance to taste it before I serve it. You don't need a noise? Okay. You will get a disquieting silence. I hope that was enough disquieting silence. Add a dash of chili oil to it. It doesn't need any more salt, but it needed a little bit of more fire. So I added some black pepper. I added a little bit of gochugaru, which is a fairly mild Korean chili flake. At least the one I have is fairly mild. And just a dash of chili oil. But we have reached the stage where it is thick. It is no longer juicy at the bottom. The cornstarch has thickened that juice into a saucy sauce. So heat off once again. Oh my God. Ryuya. Thank you so much. Gifts to ICU and Crawdalt. Wow. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What noise do you want? Thank you so much. for the gift. Thank you. I'm bad at this. Boy, I'm bad at this. Oop, I did not oil the noodles. They are actively and aggressively sticking to themselves in an unfortunate way. We are going to lightly sesame oil them. See if I can't get them to loosen up. Oh my God, Bookwoman. Bookwoman. Joining in, jumping on. Kicking up the hype train. We've level 2'd a hype train. We're on level 3 of a hype train. What the heck? You got normal value. You got Isosceles. You got MJ. You got Kick. You got Winter Delights. Winter Delights. Good name. Quality name. The rest of you, also quality names. Not gonna lie, good names. Wow-wee. Well, thank you so much. We're plating. We're plating right now. This is it. It's happening. It's happening. And like I said, I had planned this to be a longer one because I wanted to start earlier. And then I lost time, so we're just doing a normal length one today. I have oiled the noodles so that they will not form a glued together blob, but they did that a little bit before I got to them, so slightly too much noodle. As if that's a thing. Heresy. Oop, you guys aren't even looking at the plate. You're looking at the wrong screen. I wanted to put it on a square, so we're putting it on a square. You're getting the steam right up the barrel of that, it's you guys, camera. And should have straightened these guys out a little bit. Or do I want the shrimps to be like... on the side? Shrimps on the side, and then I can put like a decorative... Oh my God! There it is! Oh my God! Oh my God! We're being rated. There's a hype train in progress. Everybody, some of you are already here. Empanada, I see you. Ever. Oh my God. Welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. We are literally on the plating stage today, right now, of today's nonsense. I was just decorating it up. We have a surf and turf Chinese noodle plate. Oh my God. Everybody, there's too many of you to name. I saw a sub go to Homer. MJ, thank you for gifting a sub to Homer. Oh my God, who's all in here? Murphy, Homer, Nit, Coral, Jay, again, Peaky, Jonah, Empanada, you were already here. Trevin, Kells, the Dream Man himself, Crazy Asian, Derek, Nit, again. Oh, it just said, oh, it's highlighting everybody twice. Black Sparrow. Oh my God. Trip, you were also already here. A bunch of you are already here. Empanada, oh my God. It's all firing up. Thank you so much. Subs to Pat, Goldie, Crazy Asian, Med, Sean. Oh my God. I gotta get more garnishes. Hold on. We weren't done garnishing this thing. What? I was over there before I was over here. So you were playing Foundation. How was that? How was it going? Oh my God! Thank you so much, Ever. Thank you so much for dropping off the crew. If you're not, for those of you who are already here, if you're not familiar with So Everdream, he is an inspiration to us all. Something about dreams, and occasionally cooks Italian food, and it looks great. Oh my God. There's so many of you. I'm always overwhelmed because his big jumps. There's so many of you. Well, welcome. Today, what we've got here, I based this entire dish on this picture right here. I don't know what it is, except that it has a name there, but there's no recipe because it's on Pinterest, and there was no recipe. So I just was like, nope, just gonna stick with. So that was it. That was my entire inspiration. Was we're gonna do that. Mitch, subscribe. Oh my God, thank you so much. So what we've got here. Oh, you're looking at me now. Hi. What we've got here, it's pork, onions, and bell peppers, and bok choy. The spices are a bunch of things. We've got fish sauce, shrimp paste. I put together my own Chinese 5-spice, so it's got Szechuan pepper, Thai chili, anise, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice. Let's see, what else did I add? I added coriander, black pepper. I'm forgetting. I was just sort of riffing the whole way through. Oh, that's right. We used some Shaoxing wine, some rice vinegar, some mirin. Underneath is noodles. I went with noodles instead of rice today. Ginger and garlic, of course. Fresh ginger, fresh garlic. Scallions over the top. And then the big shrimps. These enormous shrimps, which I've had in my freezer. I nestled them in and had them semi-steam, semi-braise in the mix. So hopefully they have taken on quite a bit of the flavors, but since they're still in shell, they should also have mostly shrimp flavor on the inside there. Big shrimps, indeed. Large smalls is what we call them around here. I need to go take my glamour shot. You guys came in just before I was going to leave and take my glamour shot. Hey, Rayuya. You still got that? You still got that Discord link? Now's a good time to drop that Discord link. The best place to see pictures is, for you guys, probably Ever's Discord. but also my Discord, where I post pictures of things that I don't post everywhere. And you're welcome to join. But I gotta get my, sorry, I've got a little camera station set up around the corner here so I can take glamour shots with a proper light, and that's where our good pictures come from. And we do that before we taste, because when I taste, it immediately messes up the plate. Coming back, heading back, rolling back. So yeah, I have a very low activity, chill Discord, where it's mostly just posting pictures of food at each other. If that sounds like your kind of thing, boy, do I have news for you. Oh my God. Well, I mean, you're here in time for the best part, the taste. We're actually going to need a knife. We're actually going to need a knife for this, because these shrimps are, I mean, they're in shell, but they're also enormous. Lightly messy. I did. Oh my God. I walked out to do glamour shots. Homer is also jumping in on subs. Hold on, my fingers are very glooby greasy. I can't scroll up. Oh my God. Lot of hype. So much hype. Homer got, Robo got, Concerned Mushroom, Black Sparrow, Sleepy Husky, Community Patrol, Vitra, Darth Tater, Coral, Sunshine, and Juice. Juice! Well, now we know Juice is around somewhere. Lurking. Oh, yeah, no, this is my main thing. Today, I lost track of time today. I was planning on starting early so that I could do food and then also transition into, and I'm going to show you guys. Well, I'm going to taste first, because I'll taste it while it's nice and warm, and then we will dive in on talking about stuff. Boy, cutting with chopsticks and a knife is the worst thing I've ever done. I can't chopstick with my left hand. I think I'm going to cut that up on the separate. Anyways, we're going to get a good bit of noodle. And the part where I lean over and you get to see the top of my head, that happens a lot in here too. Damn. Okay. First of all, spicy. But it's like a good spicy. It doesn't have a ton of the Szechuan peppercorn tingle. And I know you need to add quite a bit of that. It also might show up a little bit more. We didn't get quite as much of the juicy bit of our sauce, even though I thickened it. So the finer ground spices might have settled slightly. But it's definitely there. It's giving me a little bit of that spark It is very spicy. The shrimp, if you've never had these giant types of shrimps, my store calls these things jumbo shrimp, or like super jumbo shrimp. No, they call these colossal shrimp. That's what they call these. They call these things colossal shrimp. When they're in a bag, they're listed as 2 to 3. For those of you not in the know, the numbers on a bag of shrimp refers to the number of shrimp that are in a pound. So these shrimp are somewhere between a half and a third of a pound each. They taste like shrimp, but they are very meaty and firm, much more like lobster in that respect. So they make and they hold up to cooking really well compared to they hold up to cooking similar to how scallops do. In my experience, scallops you don't want to overcook, but you can. You only make 51. Well, I got these, and I'm almost if you're new here, we're a thrift shopping kind of cooking show. I got these on some kind of crazy discount and froze them. Whenever I get cheap, especially shellfish in shell, I grab it and I freeze it because shellfish in shell keeps in the freezer really well. The exposed bits, the exposed ends got a little freezer burned on these guys, but the part that was covered by the shell is fine. Altogether, we have, it's very meaty. It's also got like a really complex, deep savoriness to it. Probably because I went really, really ham on throwing extra savory things in there. Between the fish sauce and the shrimp paste, and which wasn't just shrimp paste, it was bagoong. So fish sauce and bagoong and lao gam ma and the pork itself. And how long were they in the freezer? Oh, they were in the freezer at least 6 months. Probably longer. I didn't put a date on them, so I have lost track, but quite a long time. In shell, and I should have vacuum packed them, but I didn't have the vacuum. Okay, so that's a good gauge because I got them before I had the vacuum sealer. Because you should vacuum seal things for long-term freezer storage because the air is what gives you the freezer burn. Quite a while. And we're going to save these shrimp shells. We always save our shells. I throw them in the shells bag. The shells bag, which is getting close to full. And once it's full, we make shrimp stock out of it. That also lives in the freezer until I need it. And it is easy to make shrimp stock. You throw those guys in the oven to roast them until they get a little bit toasty, and then you boil the crap out of them. Oh my god, I got a hype chest. It's so much stuff. Thank you for the follow. There's some follows. I lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 follows. What was my thing? I got this. I got this dancing dude. Boil the crap out of them. Shrimp shells make a nice sort of delicate seafood stock that is, it doesn't keep very well, so you make it when you want to use it, but the shells keep extremely well, so you just keep a bag of shells, which also takes up a lot less space. And they don't take as long to make a stock out of as like bones, because they're a lot thinner, they extract much faster. If you haven't been saving shrimp shells, it's one of the easiest things to do. It's just to save shrimp shells, whether they're raw or cooked. You can save them, you freeze them, and then, yeah, once you got a full bag, you can make shrimp stock for any number of things. I I mean, when haven't we needed some fresh seafood stock for a velouté? Um, Actually, it would have been good for this if I had some because I could have put it in there instead of the water when I was making it juicy. Anyways, I always end up talking too much and my food starts to cool off. I don't typically sit and eat with you guys. I just take some tasters and then I tell you about it. I think the noodles are slightly overcooked. I have a hard time gauging these. What they're jajangkuksu noodles. I always have a hard time gauging them. They end up a little bit too soft. I want to cook them like spaghetti because they look like spaghetti, but they cook faster and I lose track. Does anybody have any questions? I'm rambling, which is usually what happens at the end of these, especially after a big raid. That I ramble. Well, I was going to tell you about some stuff. So that's the food element, and we also do Legos around here. And I just received this one as a gift. I just received this one as a gift for my birthday, and we're not. Unless we want to do it right now, unless we want to just change gears and switch into an impromptu Lego stream right now. I received this, and I would like to construct it with you guys on the stream at some point. We could do it. We could. I don't know how long it would take. It would be a. That's my. I got tons of battery left. It didn't even take us 2 hours to do this, plus the tasting, plus me getting distracted. Waveformer! Waveformer, get in here! We're doing stuff. Waveformer, look! There's food. Thank you so much for subscribing. Anyways, you're right. These shrimps are very expensive. But this guy, and Mondays are hard. Mondays are hard. I lost track of today as well. It super happened. Grab a napkin. Okay, because I'm expecting this to take. I'm expecting this guy to take probably around at least 2 hours, probably more than that, 3 hours. I'm a little faster. I'm pretty quick at putting these things together, but they still have a lot of parts. There's a lot going on. I don't know if I want to commit to another potentially 3 hours at this point. So I think I'm going to put him in the reserve, and we will do him in the future, but the near future. Wow, look at all you. I got another follow. I got another follow. I don't call people's names out when you follow, by the way, if you hadn't noticed. I know people get worried about getting called out. Waveformer, 500 bits. 500 bits. What are you doing? What are you doing? Thank you so much. Let me shout out Waveformer. Waveformer, I'm shouting you out. Go bug Waveformer. Go bug Waveformer. Waveformer hasn't streamed for quite a while actually, but I keep shouting her out because I miss you. Thank you so much, Waveformer. Oh God, I'm all flustered. What do we do? I would go back to cooking at this point, but it's all cooked. I guess I wrap us up. I know you only just rated 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago. Um, but unless kick up a whole new project at this stage, I got nothing else to do. Um, ladle on the fridge. Oh, we could talk about stuff in the room here. You mean this ladle? The dinosaur ladle? It's very cute. It's more cute than it is practical because the neck's a little bit bendy, so if the stuff is heavy, it kind of flexes. Um, I also found it at a thrift store. You'll find if you hang around and talk to me, almost everything I've got came from a thrift store. Some of them for ridiculous prices. So I've tried using it. It's not useful for like really heavy, thick stews because of the way it has a bend to it, so it kind of wants to bend back. So it's really for scooping out thinner soups and broths and sauces. But it also is adorable. So he lives up there next to the gentleman who used to be, they're kind of washed out in the way the light is hitting them. They used to grace my countertop at the beginning of every stream before I made my intro splash. It's a fork and spoon salad set with faces. The gentleman. Oh, God. And yeah, we've had some good finds lately. The meat toaster. The meat toaster has currently been disassembled because I'm trying to rewire it so that it does not catch fire the next time we use it. Because I think the cord is 50 years old and corroded. But actually, I did do something new. It's not massively exciting, but it is something I've been looking for and finally landed one. It is a bamboo steamer. It's only a single layer one, but it's in pretty good shape for being a thrift find. And I've been looking for one of these because there are some things that don't steam real well in your regular like metal steamer basket that would go great in the bamboo steamer basket. Oh, let's see. Yeah, and this cutting board that got shifted to the side. This was also a recent find. As was that spoon, actually, and this plate, and so many things. Anyways, I was going to wrap us up so I could eat this before it got completely cold. It's still warm, but it's not hot anymore because we've been chit-chatting and talking. The cutting board was such a great deal. It was a 2-part set. It came with the little tiny one, which isn't that tiny, but it's like less than half the size of the big one. And they have been great. I just need to make sure I take care of them so they don't get creepy. But yeah, they were a set. As near as I can tell, they were brand new because they had a really unusual plastic wrap on them that made me think that's how they were packed for shipment. And yeah, they're like, I'm telling you guys, thrift stores are where it's at. So many goodies. Some goodies that we haven't even really used much of. Anyways, thank you so much for all the follows. Thank you so much for all the subs. Thank you so much for all the gift subs. I read them all out as they were happening, and I've completely lost track. So, um, I am going to rate us out. I am going to rate us out because I want to eat this, and I'm not a big fan of doing like an eating on stream thing. Um, we could do shumai. We could do shumai. Always open to suggestions. I'm going to race out. Let's find someone to raid out to. Well, I can't raid Ever because Ever raided me. Ooh, Sal is just kicking off. We could ship this whole pile off onto Sal. We could dump the lot of you on Sal and call it a day. Or we could dump the lot of you on LaFay. That is another option. Rayuya's got our standard raid message. The alternative raid message is with the little dinosaurs. Or I could drop you guys off at a food stream. But I think it's going to be between. We never raid Sal. Sal's never on at the right time. I want to raid Sal. She's just getting started. She's literally still on her intro. So maybe we should kill a few minutes so she's actually there when we arrive. I used to watch Sal all day, every day in pandemic lockdown times. Hours and hours when I had nothing better to do. But our times don't cross very well anymore since she moved to Australia. So it's a great time. So let me check the preview screen on Sal. Right, she's doing the starting soon still. I'm going to dump you guys all on Sal. I'm hopefully going to lure her out of her intro with this. Anyways, I lost track of how many of there were here, but thanks for all the subs. Thanks for all the follows. Thanks for the massive raid from Ever. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. I currently, my schedule is Mondays. And I keep saying wherever I can fit other streams in, I would like to do so. I've been having a lot of work, so there hasn't been a lot of room to fit things in, but the post-Christmas tail off is looming, so there's going to be spaces to put things in, and I really want to carve out some time to do Legos. Sort of do a combo of Legos and food, because those are two of my main interests around here. Thanks to all of you. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for bearing with me. I appreciate all of you. Here's to another year. I'm really hoping it's not as bad as it really seems like it's going to be, but so yeah, let's all go say hi to Sal. Let's go bug Sal, and I will see you next time. Bye. And